Welcome to How to Play 4-Card Golf. To play, you will need a 52-card deck and 2 or more players. Each player is dealt 4 cards, 1 card at a time. The cards remain face down without being looked at. The remaining deck is placed into the middle. The top card of the deck is flipped up to start a discard pile. Each player will arrange their cards in a 2x2 layout, again without looking at them. The object of the game is to score the least amount of points. Points are scored based on the cards in a player's layout at the end of a round. Aces are 1 point, 2s through 10s are face value, jacks and queens are 10 points, kings are 0 points. If a player has 2 cards of the same rank in a column, they will score 0 for those matching cards. Before the first turn, each player gets to look at the 2 cards in the bottom row and return them face down to their layout. The player left of the dealer is first to take a turn. A turn consists of a player drawing either the top card from the deck or the top card from the discard pile. Tess draws the top card from the discard pile and will switch it with a card in her layout. When a player makes a switch, the card picked up from the layout must be discarded. The drawn card is placed face down in its place. Play moves to Rusty, who will draw from the discard pile. Rusty will make a switch and end his turn with a discard. Play moves to Danny, who draws from the deck. If a player draws from the deck, the player can choose to switch the card with one in their layout or discard the card drawn. Danny discards the drawn card. At any time, a player can use their turn to knock instead of drawing a card. A knock signals the end of a round. Here, Tess uses her turn to knock. After a knock, each other player gets 1 more turn. After the last turns are taken, each player will flip up their cards in place and the round is scored. Danny scores 12 points. The pair of 3s scores 0. The 3 and the 9 equal 12. Tess scores 0 points for the 2 matched columns. Rusty scores 4 points, 0 for the match, 0 for the king, and 4 for the 4. The player with the least amount of points after 9 rounds of play wins the game. Players look at the 2 cards in their bottom row at the start of a round. After this, the cards in the layout cannot be looked at again until they are discarded during play or scored at the end of a round. If a player draws the top card from the discard pile, the drawn card must be put into their layout. Jokers can be added to the deck and score -2 points in a layout. If you enjoyed learning how to play 4-card golf, and you are curious about other games, our channel is your go-to spot for fun, easy-to-follow tutorials. Check out the collection of videos to find your next favorite game.